Hey everybody! Hey my beautiful YouTubers, how you doing? Thanks for hopping on again, and welcome to Melissa's Beauty Closet. I hope everyone is well out there. So, every now and again I like to mix things up. I like to keep it fresh. I like to keep it new. So today's not going to be a makeup tutorial. It's not going to be a makeup removal, skincare, or anything like that. It is going to be a bit of a real issue, just like I did before on the Momo. But by the way, just to start, if you do like this makeup look, guys, on this coverage, it will be on the March Flawless 4 Kudos video that will be posted. So, the reason why I've come on today to do this video is because it's something very passionate to me. And I'm a mother of a child with allergies, okay? She's got multiple allergies. She's got milk and soy allergy. So it's not overly, how do I say it? It's not overly complicated compared to some children and adults out there who has, say, milk, soya, gluten, fish and nut allergies, say. So that's not overly complicated. It's quite standard. I'm quite lucky in that sense that she has only got the two that we know of. Okay, so, however, in that sense, if you look at it that it's quite simple, in the sense that other people have got multiple allergies, then why the hell is it so difficult to get something to eat for my daughter suitable for her when I take her out shopping or on a day out? Why is it so hard? Honest, guys, right, I live in Staffordshire, okay? Now, if anyone who don't know Staffordshire, it's not massive. It's like the whole lot is massive, but the towns they're made up of little towns like Lichfield, Tamworth, Burton, that kind of thing. It's made up of smaller towns. However, they're quite good. They have major hospitals here. We have, good doctors, that kind of thing. But the one thing we are lacking is knowledge about allergies and knowledge about everything like that, and also supplying like reasonable alternatives. Like, it's not a hard request to be able to get something for my daughter that has no milk and no soya in it. Now, I know for a fact you can easily supply food with no milk, no soya in it because it doesn't need it. Half the food out there does not need milk added to it, but it has it anyway. Yes, it does. That's just fact. There is research out there that humans aren't meant to have milk anyway. It was made for baby animals to come off their mother, but we have it because that's what we like. I have it. I'm not going to lie. So I like my dairy, but it's getting increasingly hard to find something for a dairy allergy and soy allergy child or even adult to eat while we're out and about. Why? Should it not be no discrimination against somebody now with allergies? Because that's what it is. These cafes or these shops who are not providing an item of at least one item for them to have is discrimination. They're not providing for the minority. And I'm not being funny, guys. If you go search out there, it's not minority. It is quite a majority of people out there today has got some sort of allergy or intolerance to some sort of food. It's a known fact. Nut allergies has been out there for a while. I'm allergic to nuts. I'm allergic to peanuts. Okay, so I avoid them. But that's pretty easy now that shops and companies are kind of grasped on that a lot of people are allergic to peanuts. So they've changed it. But there's a lot of people out there allergic to dairy and soya. Okay? It's like Greggs. They brought out a vegan sausage roll. Some of you may not agree with the vegan sausage roll. Some of you may agree with it or say it shouldn't be called a sausage roll because it's no sausage in there. Whichever your thoughts are, they brought out a vegan sausage roll, which is gluten-free, dairy-free, soya-free, nut-free, egg-free. I believe it's all that. Brilliant. So fantastic. It's including the minority out there. However, only selective stores are doing them. Why? Why are these stores not accepting that people have got additional needs and helping them? It's like turning someone away because they've got additional needs and need, say, an aid to walk with, or a walking stick, a wheelchair. You would not turn them away. You would help them into the shop. Well, this is the exact same thing I'm trying to point out. Why are you not helping people with allergies to eat? Now, there's another point as well here, guys. Now, put it this way. Dairy allergy. Can I just point out now the amount of people I have heard say to me, oh, she can't have that because it's got egg in it. What? These are leading restaurants. I will point out one, Frankie and Benny's for one. I point out another, Wetherspoons. They've come up to me, I say, she's got a dairy allergy, can I see your dairy free? Can I see your allergen menu to see what she can eat? Okay? I look at the menu, see what's dairy free and soy free, and I will order that. When I order something, they then come to me, well, that's got egg in it, she can't have that. I go, what can't she? It's dairy. What freaky egg-laying cow have you seen in the last couple of years? Because I've never seen one. Eggs are not dairy, okay? Eggs are literally from your poultry. It's from your chicken. Eggs are like a protein source. It's not dairy in any shape or form. How the mistake is going is if you walk into a major supermarket such as Asda, Sainsbury's, even Aldi, I believe now, majority of them will have their eggs next to their milk and cream and things like that. No. And on children's toys, they have a picture, like there's a toy set for a kitchen, and you can buy the dairy set, and it comes with a milk carton, a cheese, a yogurt, and an egg. It's not bloody dairy. It's not. It's a completely different allergen on its own. If you have an egg allergen, trust me, you're going to know about it. It's not dairy. Okay? So dairy is anything like your milk. Anything milk in it. So cheese, literally like cream, milk itself, you know. And can I also point out, dairy is different to lactose. Lactose intolerant is the sugars in dairy. Okay? There are certain sugars in dairy called lactose, and you can't have them. And it's an intolerance and allergy all on its own. And I respect those with it. If you can have the proteins of dairy, but you can't have the sugars, there's a lot of food out there you can purchase with just the protein, with just the sugars removed. Okay? If you have a dairy allergy, completely different ballpark. It's everything of the dairy you can't have. It's every protein of that dairy you can't have. Okay? That's another point I need to make. Somebody offering you lactose free because they think it's dairy free. It's not. Do not ever offer a dairy free person lactose free, or use it because you think it's dairy free, because you can make that person seriously ill. Seriously ill. Okay? My daughter gets really bad tummies. She gets vomiting. She gets rashes. You know, she cries for a very long time after having dairy. If I gave her lactose free, she would still do that. It still includes them proteins. You can check this out on any back of the packet. It's there for you. Soya. Now, dairy also comes in many words. Before I get on to soya, dairy can come in whey. It comes in like from milk concentrate from milk, from proteins of milk, semolina. It comes in a lot of forms as well. There's a big list online. So if you are a parent with an allergy child and you are finding it hard, why are they still having like allergy? Why are they still having a reaction? I've took everything with milk out the diet. Well, it would maybe worth checking. Go and check that big list of what terms dairy can come under in cooking and in allergens on the back of packets, because basically it comes in so many, it's unreal. Okay. Soya, exactly the same. You can have soya flour, you can have soya bean, you can have soya lactin. you can have quite a few soya products in the products themselves. Some people are very lucky and able to have soya lecithin and not able to have, say, soya flour or soya bean because that's more concentrated. My daughter can't have any of them because she's allergic to soya lecithin. Most people who have the allergy aren't, according to my dietitian for her, but she can't have it. She's not, she reacts to it. So that's unfortunate. But yeah. And what I can also say, guys, Easter, Christmas, it is increasingly hard to get something treat-wise for her. I know it's got better over the last couple of years. It has. Moo-free are amazing. Comes gluten-free, milk-free, nut-free, soya-free, egg-free, I believe. Maybe even, I think it's like plant-based, maybe. I have to double-check that. Don't take me on the word for that. But that's amazing. Moo-free is amazing. But I'm still questioning, like, there was this Peppa Pig cake out there with no milk in there, and they had soya lecithin in, okay? Now, I checked it the other day, just out of curiosity, because my, 2-year-olds and Peppa, it's like, oh, gosh. They've now included milk in there. Why? It wasn't doing any harm without the milk. People were buying it, people were enjoying it. People probably didn't know any different with the cream in it. Because not everybody will check the back of the packet. Okay? So this is my argument now. Why are shops and why are companies changing their ingredients to put milk in? Do you know what it is? It's cheaper. Milk is milk can be a cheaper source than using plant-based products. It's a well-known fact. If you buy I buy dairy-free tubs of butter. I can't buy soya butter. I have to buy the plant-based. So mine, for her, will cost £2.80 for a tub of butter. A normal tub of butter, say Flora dairy-free, £2.80. Flora original, £1. It is cheaper. And that's why companies are doing it. They're pumping it full of this milk and everything. Because it's cheaper. And yeah, okay, I get that. And they're making it on a high scale. But why? Because all you're doing is making it harder for people to eat. Okay, there is a campaign out there. People think veganism is picky. It's not. People are living vegan, cut out milk, and they cut out everything dairy and such and such. And to be honest, after I researched the effects of dairy can have on the body, I can see why. I mean, I still have certain dairies, do you know what I mean? I still like a bit of cheese now and again, whatever. But my daughter is so healthy. She's barely ill. But she can't have no dairy. I'm not saying it's the dairy that makes people ill. I'm not honest. But she has to have these foods that are usually more reinforced with vitamins and like minerals and stuff. So I wonder if that's got to do with it. She barely gets a cold, But yeah, this is what annoys me. I had to complain to Greggs the other day because they announced this big. We've announced this big vegan sausage roll, fantastic, and I went brilliant. Might be a little snack for her while we're out. I went to 2 bakeries, Greggs bakeries in Tamworth, and not one of them stocked it, and they weren't going to. And I said, well, so where does? Litchfield, uneaten. So how many towns are in Staffordshire? Yeah, none of them Greggs will. And I asked them why, and they said there's not the supply. There's not a supply and demand for it. There's no demand for it. Have they checked that out? Because I can tell you now, I know numerous parents out there with allergen children or who have got allergens themselves who would really appreciate something to be able to snack on. So why is there not a supply and demand? Why? Because they're too expensive? Because they don't make so much profit out of them? What is it? Okay? It's not fair. It's not. Now I give dues for the Pound Bakery. I went to there and I said to them, Is there anything with no milk or soya in? They got the whole allergy menu out. Everything had milk in it, bless them. But they did land up giving me some plain sausages on their own and charging me a couple of pence for them. I appreciated that because my daughter don't really like many breads, as she ate them sausages and yummed them down. She loved them. So I appreciated that. But people may say, okay, so why are you going to Greggs and Pound Bakery to feed your child? You should be going to other places. Okay, yeah, I should be. But you can go to the high end. You go to Boots, say, to get a meal deal. Or you go to a restaurant, Frankie and Benny's restaurant, where you can get a cooked meal. Wetherspoon's cooked meal. You will get about 2 options to choose from, and that's usually sausage and chips or tomato pasta. Guys, it's time to step it up now, because the knowledge is out there. We do not need to keep adding dairy to our foods, soya to our foods to make them taste good. Okay, so from now on, I've started a little company called Treats for All. I have started to do treat baskets for Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, anything that accommodates allergens. Treats for all. Okay, I accommodate allergens. Any allergen you will give me, I will go out and accommodate that, and I'll make it affordable, because I'm fed up of people taking us up the garden path because our children or we have got allergens and we can't have certain foods, so they stick on about 110% of the bloody price on it. Nah, not working for me anymore. So I'm making it affordable for parents. People say, why don't you do something? Well, I am. I'm making it easier for Easter, for Christmas, for Valentine's Day, for Mother's Day. I'm making it easier. Birthdays. Okay? Yeah, that's my rant. Dairy, for allergens out there, it is a disgrace. Okay? So if any guys out there disagrees with me, agrees with me, please let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you agree with me. If you work for Greggs, or if you work for one of these high-end stores I've mentioned and want to put a comment in, please leave it below. I'll be really interested to read and I will reply. If you like my videos, guys, can you subscribe to me? And that will really help me on with my unique business and every other video as well. If you're interested in maybe getting a hamper made for somebody with allergies, or I am doing normal hampers too, with obviously normal chocolate and things, which are also affordable. I'm doing them on an affordable basis because sometimes these things are just OTT. So if you want something like that, please don't hesitate to contact me. I really don't. And guys, thank you for listening. It means a lot, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.